G'day! In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what to do when your Facebook account has been compromised, or hacked as the vast majority of people say, and what can you do after the fact of your account being hacked, compromised. With it, I lost my account around about a week ago, or actually a bit less than half a week ago. I've since got it back about 2-3 days later, and now it's been about another 3-4 days after the fact. My account was compromised by getting a message from an old friend saying that he has got a new phone, he needs his friend request codes to be able to get it back, which was an old method that Facebook had back in the day, where you could contact around eight friends in real life, request them to give you a code back to you. Granted, it would probably be word of mouth or text message, and you would proceed from there. I was a fool, I followed him, and from there, in a period of about 3 days after, he done an attack on my account and was able to remove my phone number, my email, and enabled two-factor authentication on his end. What can you do from here? I'll leave a few links in the description below. One of them is meta.accounts, which should hopefully be enabled, and you should be able to get in there and view your previous accounts. I'm not sure if it's something that I accidentally generated when I got a Meta Quest or Instagram, but I was using the insta.meta.accounts or something along the lines of that, but I'll leave a link in the description. From there, I was able to view that he'd gotten into my account. I could view what devices he was signed in on. I could view the emails that he was using with my account. So I think the main thing that swung the war in my favor was that I was able to use the facebook.com/identity website, and from there it asks for your full name, your email address, and a copy of your ID. So I use my Australian Victorian driver's license. You can use passports. Presumably most countries will have access to their driver's license, and Meta will accept them. As long as your driver's license isn't compromised, you should be able to proceed. It took a period of about 2.5 days for me to or 2 days to get my account back. Originally, I was able to generate a stalemate by enabling, once I scanned my ID, it gave me the option to re-enable two-factor authentication. Basically, it requires a code to get into your account with any new sign-ins. So from here, I added two-factor to my Google authentication app. And then from there, once that was enabled, I was also able to go into the Meta accounts page and kick him out of all the signed in devices, which this guy was from Nigeria. He had an iPhone XR. I was able to boot him out. He may have still had the password, but I now had the two-factor, so he needed the password and the two-factor to be able to get back into my account. The way that I was able to verify if he still compromised my account was I was talking to a few people in real life that still were in communication with this scammer, and from there, they said, "Oh, your account's been compromised." I said, "Have I talked to you in the last half an hour?" And they go, "No." I said, "Oh, can you just send the scammer a message and see if he replies? Just send him a generic thing like, 'Hi, hello, anything. Don't let him know that you're a scammer. Just say, 'Oh, what are you up to today?' Whatever. The shorter the better." And if he doesn't reply, either A, he knows that you're onto him, or B, he is also locked out of that account, which personally I prefer that. I'd rather have a stalemate or the account deleted than have the account compromised. But that's me personally. So with the Meta side of it, that you've got two-factor, and you've now got him revoked of all his sign-ins, from there what I would suggest doing is potentially going the reset password, and hopefully because you've done the ID verification, that from there you can send a code to your email address that was originally paired to it. Getting that two-factor is the main thing, but you can usually overrule that. So the overruling of that is the ID verification, which the scammer will hopefully not be able to do. Basically, you may have to do this multiple times. Personally, I had to do this around about 5 times over the period of 2 days before I was actually starting to get traction and what felt like momentum to get my account back. Once you've got two-factor enabled, try to sign into your account and see if you may have to sign in on a different computer or a different web browser. So for example, if you've been signed in on Facebook using Microsoft Edge, try Google Chrome, vice versa. If Google Chrome knows your email and it shows up with your Facebook profile, try and log in on Microsoft Edge, go to Facebook, type in your email address, and hopefully it comes up with an account acknowledgement, but it mightn't actually show you your Facebook page. That happened to me a few times. Also, try and sign in on other devices that have been signed in the past. So if you've got a phone, old laptop, desktop computer, work computer, try and sign in on those. Try and spread it amongst things that Meta/Facebook has already encountered before. Also, I found that m.facebook.com got linked to me quite a lot. Strangely, during the stalemate of two-factor and password, I was actually able to get into my Facebook account on my phone using Google Chrome, and it was loading up m.facebook.com. From there, I was able to put a post up saying my account has been compromised, cease all communication with me, don't talk to me until a further update. And from there, I thought the scammer would delete that if he had access. It stayed up there indefinitely once I got my account back, so he did not get back in. But I find at that stalemate, you may have to rescan your ID a few times. I found that at one point when I was telling it to reset my email, it would say I would send a code, didn't do nothing, wouldn't do a thing. Sent the code, nothing happened. You may also, to reduce or to help sort out your account, you may be able to go to the meta.accounts page, and it may give you the option to remove emails linked to your Facebook page. I found the page a little bit fiddly to navigate. It could be a lot worse, it could be a lot better, but hopefully with a bit of clicking around, you can figure out what you may need to do. Don't be concerned if you can't re-add your phone number. I wasn't able to, as it kept asking for my password, which I did not have. But after about a day, I was starting to get through the recovery emails, and they still didn't work. I also reported my account as compromised or hacked, and I believe that may have had something to do with trying to reset it. Basically, the scammer was trying to reset password, reset, I'm over here, reset. Meta just said, nope, time out, come back tomorrow. So I let it sit. My friend still didn't hear nothing back from the scammer on my messenger, which to me seemed to be highly likely he wasn't in. So I had to play the waiting game. I waited for the next day, tried it again, it sent me a different code, where previously when I was resetting on day one, the code was identical every time I told it to reset, which is not right. It's not what it should be doing. The next day I was also using it, and it gave me a fresh code. It still didn't work. So basically I had to sit on my hands, wait another 12 to 24 hours. The following day, so it happened on the Wednesday morning, Friday morning, I tried to sign in, didn't work, done password reset on my phone, and it sent me a code. Typed in the new code, bam, I got straight back in. It allowed me to enter a new password, entered that password, I got in. Once I got in, it popped up and said, your account has been, it was something along the lines of your account has been compromised or recovery procedure, something to those wordings. And from there it showed who was added as a new friend, who was removed as friends, and what posts and not messages, but what posts had been sent. So from there I was able to view the previous history of what this scammer had been doing on my account and correct the things that he did during that time, which was not too much. He mainly wanted to get in there for Messenger to further his bot account empire, I believe. He'd messaged probably, before I go into that, my account from there, I now had my email, my phone number, two-factor enabled, which is one thing to stop people sign in. I had sign-in notifications, so it would show when someone tries to sign into my account on signed-in devices. For example, my phone will pop up and go, attempted sign-in. So right now, I'm happy. I've changed the password. Everything seems to be relatively locked down from here. I would also recommend the email address that you've got it linked to, be it your ISPs, Google, Apple, Yahoo, Microsoft, whatever it is. Make sure you also have two-factor enabled on that as well, just in case they try to compromise the original email address. So let's say we're all good, we've got our account back. What do we do from here? Once you've done those steps to secure the account, I believe you should have the I'll go with decency to let people know that you've been compromised. Let people know. Everyone gets done sometimes. Work in IT, got done myself. Managed to get it back, so I suppose that's a good thing. It's probably it hopefully then turns into a positive for me where my account was compromised, Computer Man got it back. Great. But also, shouldn't have happened in the first place. Negligence, whatever, it happened. What I would do from here is contact everyone in the Facebook Messenger that has been contacted by him. I went through and just said my account was compromised on this date. Compromised this date. I lost the account until this date. I've now got it back. If he's contacted you asking for reset codes or friend codes or any form of code, change your password and enable two-factor authentication. What I did was I grabbed the link for the meta page, put that down the bottom of it, so it goes straight there for them and they can follow the steps from there. I feel like that's your due diligence to help your friends and family that may potentially be getting compromised due to your account getting compromised. I feel like once you've done that, the word's out there, you're being compromised, you've spoken to people that have also potentially getting their account compromised right now. I feel like that's where it ends. I feel like that's where it's a good spot to finish it. Hopefully some of this information here has helped you. I'll leave the various pages that I went to in the link below, and possibly the pinned first comment as well, because most people don't read the descriptions anymore. But hopefully this video here gives you a few ideas on how to potentially get your account back if it has been compromised by a scammer. I'll catch you guys later and see you in another video. Bye.